how does that one compare as far as the good wins you guys have had this season?
It might be our best win. As far as the quality of opponent, how we started the game. All right, bro, see. As far as the quality of opponent, how we started the game, how we weathered the storm, how focused we were defensively. We scored points like we needed to, and we had a presence on the defensive end. The crowd was excited. There was a lot of energy in the building, and I think with going into the break, how tight the standings are in the West, needing to come up with a big win, and we came up with it. So it's probably our best performance, if not the best, definitely top two, top three.
How would you describe the way you're playing right now, Damian? I think biggest 3-game scoring stretch of your career, I think in franchise history as well. Do you feel particularly dialed in right now, or?
I think just urgency and focus, just understanding that, like I said, it's a tight race. It's a lot of teams in the mix, and you get to the point in the season where guys are fatigued physically and mentally. And to be a leader of a team, you got to be willing to lead the charge, and not just by saying it has to be your actions. And I feel like that's just where I am. The strongest guys are going to survive, and right now our team is showing that we're there mentally, not just me, but every guy. We getting strong play from Mo. We had a strong game from Nurk, strong game from CJ. Chief, everybody is coming with that energy, and for us to be one of those final teams, we got to be able to be one of those teams that has it. And each season, there's always a few teams that fall by the wayside, and we just got to make sure that we're not one of them. And as a leader, I got to be the guy to lead that charge.
You're always pretty aggressive. Have you been more in attack mode these last few games? It seems like maybe.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the start of it. Is like I said, your actions and. Asserting myself. Sometimes I'm playmaking and other guys get it going, or the game is going a certain way, and I'm going to continue to do whatever is best for the team. But I feel like we had to have the Kings game. I was a little more aggressive. I got it going. Last game, they disrupted our offense, and I had to try to be the catalyst. And tonight, they force you. They do a lot of switching. They play at a fast pace, and they kind of force you into that type of game. And I like I said, we had to score points, and I knew if we was gonna have a chance to, score the kind of points we needed, I had to be going. So I came out from the start aggressive. CJ came out from the start aggressive, and that's the kind of effort that we needed.
Dame, y'all have been so good after the break the last couple of seasons. Does that do anything for you? Does this team? Does it give you any comfort, or?
I think that's in the back of our minds. We know that we're usually a better team in the second half of the season, so we can't just go into it saying, all right, we always good at this part of the season. But I think mentally we just have to understand, like I said, how close of a race it is, and that we got to be sharp all the way to the finish, because that's what we do. We play the season all the way through. We compete, and every guy on the roster cares, to be in that race and to win that race. So I think that's a huge reason why we're so good in the second half.